everyone. I'm actually waiting for my son. He's getting his teeth cleaned at the dentist. Might be too many cars here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we'll give this a go. Sitting outside, it's actually just feels pretty good. I think it was kind of warm inside, so this feels pretty good. So I wanted to talk to all of you today. There is an organization, they actually have an Instagram, that tries to help women who are pregnant and want to have their babies by asking individually for almost like a sponsorship for each woman and describing their individual needs. And I kind of thought, this is a really great idea. So currently our consultancy is funded by some private donors. And what we do is, we do our very best to help each woman with their situation so that they can leave their abusive partner. And very often they have children. And so, of course, we care about the kids' welfare. And we want to make sure that wherever they end up after they leave their abuser is going to be a good spot for their kids as well. So we really take a lot of care and try to do everything we can to not just get women out of these situations, but to help set them up on their own and to empower them to learn how to take care of themselves so they won't just end up falling into the arms of the next abusive man that comes along and makes them promises. So currently we have 3 cases that we're assisting with, and I'm just going to describe the needs. And what I would love is for you to contact me on Instagram or Facebook and let me know if you're interested in helping with any of these needs for these situations. So the first situation is an individual who needs help with heating oil. Like many of us, it's become such a big struggle. But in fact, they are living on their own, and which is great, and taking care of themselves quite independently. But because of the price of heating oil this year, their heat has been shut off. And so we are trying to help them get their heat turned back on. If you're interested in helping this individual with that, please let me know. The second case that we're working on is a young woman who just had a baby, and she has some other children from a previous relationship, and her grandmother's living with her. And she is looking for assistance so she can get her own place and get out of an abusive situation that she's currently in. Having been in an abusive relationship before, she is seeing the signs. One of the scarier things she told me is that her current partner just got a gun. And that's one of the top items that we look for when we do an assessment for the dangerousness of a situation for a woman who's being abused. Being pregnant or having just had a baby, also having children who are not that partner's children biologically, those are all risk factors. So this young lady has a lot on her plate right now. She has a lot of people she's trying to take care of and protect, not just herself. And she needs to get into another living situation as quickly as possible. As you could imagine, with her entourage, shelters are not very welcoming. She did try to use the domestic violence shelter near us, and it was pretty disastrous. It didn't work out very well for her at all. So if you would like to come alongside this young lady and help her protect her family and help us to empower her to be able to get a job and keep an apartment of her own, like get and keep an apartment of her own, that would be wonderful. And again, I only want to ask you to do what you feel God is leading you to do. If He is really touching you with these stories and you want to help, please contact me. Contact me on Instagram, Facebook, via email. My phone number is listed different places. If you're on Instagram, in my bio, there's a link. If you click on the link, it says Clearing the Fog. That's actually the consultancy page on Facebook, and you can message me there directly. You can also find me by a quick Google search, Marsha Roberts Michaels. If you want to, contact me, I'm listed multiple ways on the web. so that you can, reach out through any of those networks. I'm on LinkedIn. I do have a Twitter. I don't use it very much, but I do get notifications. So there's lots of ways that you can reach out if you want to be involved in helping some of the women who we work with. The last case is a single mother of one daughter. She is in middle school, and she's doing great in school, so mom really wants to stay in that community so her daughter doesn't have to leave and can be with friends and has some sense of normalcy as she's leaving her partner. She did not share with me what actually happened, but there is a lot of fear when she talks about it. She really doesn't want to go back. She has already left, and she and her daughter are living in their car. And the other night we were able to get some gas cards for her so that we know she has gas, and the community she's in is a very safe place. I don't feel uncomfortable with them, parking at some of the local businesses or parks, for now. But obviously we would love to get her into a safe place, for them to lay down their heads too. And she does have a dog for her daughter, who's a service dog. Her daughter has ADHD, and the dog helps with that, helps to manage that. So that's been a little tricky, because even though people are supposed to allow service dogs, it's a big fight sometimes to get a place to live, even if your dog is a service dog. So if you would like to help any of these people, we would love to hear from you. And again, you choose how you want to help. Maybe you just want to be in touch with them in some way and encourage them. And of course, I will run it by them before I share any of their contact information. Maybe, you know somebody who has an empty room, and you contact that person today and say, hey, would you be okay with this person staying with you for, a short time while they try to get a job and get their own place? And I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's about. Mother Theresa knew this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be here to help other people get through life. And this life is really challenging right now for a lot of people. So please consider it. And I would welcome your contact and your interest in helping these individuals. Thank you. Have a good day.